Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pedro, and you're now tuned into the Alpha Success Network. I trust that this message is finding you well and in positive spirits. Myself, I'm having an amazing afternoon out here in Vancouver. I'm in Kitsilano Beach, just relaxing, and the sun is out. It's a little bit windy, but it's a beautiful, 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 beautiful day out here on the West Coast. Ladies and gentlemen, over the next few minutes, I want to talk to you about mental health. This video is specifically directed towards entrepreneurs. However, the ideas that I'm going to be discussing here with you as it pertains to mental health will definitely help you whether you are an entrepreneur or not. First and foremost, entrepreneurs, I have so much respect for entrepreneurs. Myself, I've been a businessman since a very young age of 14, and I'm very, very familiar with the high level of stress that we as entrepreneurs are exposed to. Therefore, it's very, very important for us to discover unique ways to manage our stress so that we can continue to be effective and efficient towards the realization of the unique visions that we have for our businesses and for our lives. One of the most important realization that I had when I began my journey of entrepreneurship was that my mindset is my number one asset in helping me achieve the goals and visions that I have set for my life. So let's look at what are some of the challenges that entrepreneurs are faced with. And I'm not talking about solopreneurs. I'm talking about entrepreneurs, business people that take financial risk, put together a team, put together some real estate where they conduct business out of, and set up a vision and start moving towards that vision. So a typical entrepreneur has got several obligations that he faces every single month. One is the obligation to his employees, the employees that are in his company. Number two is the financial obligations for the assets that he uses to run that business. Typically could be rent, machinery, equipment, real estate. Okay, so there's a lot of overhead that an entrepreneur has right off the bat when they start their business in terms of meeting employee obligations and meeting business expenses. On top of this, entrepreneurs have a vision to grow their business, and they have to deal with the overwhelming competition that is existent in the world. And on top of this, they have to earn an income to support themselves and their families. Therefore, it's very, very easy to see how quickly an entrepreneur can begin to experience a high level of stress. And when we're talking about mental health, I want to use an analogy of physical health to set the foundation for our conversation. In order to have a physically healthy body, the body must be fed the right nutrients, the right food to keep it healthy. The body must be provided with adequate exercise to keep it vibrant. And the body must be provided with adequate time for rest in order for it to recover. So I want to transfer this to the field of mental health. It is exactly the same. The mind of an entrepreneur must be provided the right nutrients that enable it to function at an optimal level, hence empowering the entrepreneur with the ability to maintain creativity and solve the problems that he experiences in his business on a day-to-day basis. The mind must be provided with very specific exercises to keep it in peak shape so that the entrepreneur can go out into the world and conquer and succeed and realize his vision. And of course, the mind, just like the body, must be provided with the opportunity to rest from the business activity that the entrepreneur is engaged in on a day-to-day basis. So, my fellow entrepreneurs, what I discovered for myself as a very, very powerful way to maintain my mental health in front of the huge obstacles that I face in the different business ventures that I'm developing, I discovered that a routine that develops my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health, and my spiritual health is the best routine that really, really helps me maintain peak mental health. So for myself, there are several things that I do on a day-to-day basis. On the spiritual front, personally, I always non-negotiably dedicate time to meditation. Meditation relaxes me. Meditation reduces the level of anxiety that I experience. Meditation connects me to my core. Meditation connects me to my vision and gives me a level of clarity that I take out into the day when I'm out pursuing my business. Every single day without fail, I have a routine that keeps my body in peak physical shape. I have discovered that when I exercise my body and I feel strong physically, I feel good mentally. And when I feel good mentally, I am able to perform my business obligations at a higher level, and I'm able to reduce the amount of stress that I am experiencing. Another thing that I do every day to maintain my mental health is to work on my mindset. So I'm always reading positive books. I'm always putting in positive food into my brain, because when I put in positive food into my brain, it is easier to control my mood as opposed to when I let any information come into my brain. So I stay away from the newspapers, I stay away from negative news, and I focus on putting into my mind positive information. Okay? So there's a spiritual work that I do, there's mental work that I do with my mindset, there's physical work that I do with my body. And one thing that's very, very important is maintaining a stable emotional state, maintaining calm, maintaining peace, maintaining harmony. So in order to maintain my emotional balance, I come to places like this that are very, very relaxing. You'll have to find out what makes you relax. But I look for different wellness practices that I can engage in on a week-to-week basis. So it could be going for a walk, it could be getting a massage, it could be just sitting down and drinking a cup of tea. I relax myself. Ladies and gentlemen, in this world that we live in today, there is an overwhelmingly high level of stress, and therefore it's very important to put systems and processes in place to help you maintain your mental health. And one thing that's a phenomenal idea for entrepreneurs is to get a coach that can help them with their mindset, a coach that can help them maintain mental health, because entrepreneurs are very, very good at business, and therefore it's important that they focus all of their energy on growing their business, and they bring someone as a coach to really help them maintain peak mental shape. With the ideas that I've shared with you in this video, you can begin to implement 1, 2, or 3 things that will immediately impact your level of mental health. I'm wishing you nothing but an amazing day. I'm wishing you nothing but success, my fellow entrepreneurs. Keep your eye on your vision.